Yes, I believe Jennifer Lopez may be doing that movie. Yes. You're gonna make it look like she's just doing it as a favor to me, but actually,
people always worried about what face Ben has.
You don't need to worry about Ben. He is good. He is happy. He's like, I'm chilling. I don't understand what people are pressed for.
Just now, Ben Affleck's daughter confirmed what everyone's been whispering about. Hollywood's once golden couple, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner, might be calling it quits. Was Jennifer just helping out on a movie, or is there more to the story? The rumors are swirling, and Violet Affleck has just thrown fuel on the fire. What's the real story behind those strained smiles on the red carpet? Tune in. Let's uncover the intense secrets behind the scenes. Shadows behind the silver screen. In the world of Hollywood, appearances often disguise the reality of personal circumstances. Jennifer, potentially featuring in a movie, might appear to be extending a simple favor. Yet the complexities of Hollywood extend beyond the silver screen. Stars like Ben Affleck experience this vividly. His personal life frequently captures as much attention as his professional endeavors. The intrigue surrounding his marriage with Jennifer Garner serves as a prime example. Despite their portrayal as the ideal Hollywood duo, rumors circulate that they might be on the brink of a divorce, illustrating the turbulent nature of life under the spotlight. As rumors intensified, a secret Jennifer kept from Ben threatened to surface, promising to shake their fragile marriage and the whole industry. Things took an unexpected turn when his daughter, Violet Affleck, shared her side of the story about her dad's relationship with Jennifer. Her comments left fans and the media stunned, wondering what really went wrong. But fame can be a lot to handle. The pressure of always being in the public eye in their busy careers took a toll on their relationship. By 2004, they called off their engagement, leaving fans disappointed. But this wasn't the worst part. When celebrities like him and Jennifer Garner are in a relationship, it's not just their own lives that are affected. Their families, especially their children, often get caught up in the drama. In this case, his daughter Violet, his oldest child with Jennifer Garner, has spoken out about her father's relationship with her mother. While Violet usually stays out of the spotlight, her recent comments have given us a closer look at what might have gone wrong. Her perspective is important because she has grown up watching her dad's relationships play out in the public eye. And now with her stepping in, it adds a whole new twist to the story. This passage shines a light on how children can be affected when they grow up in the spotlight, especially with famous parents. For example, Violet has faced some unique challenges being part of a blended family. Her dad has had to juggle his relationships with her mom, Jennifer Garner, and with her. Managing these relationships can be hard for any family, but it's even tougher when you're famous. While many people saw him and her getting back together as a beautiful love story, the reality was a lot more complicated. As a young adult, Violet may have found it especially tough to deal with her dad rekindling an old romance with Jennifer, given their long history. Also, having two strong personalities like him and Jennifer in the mix can lead to disagreements about parenting styles, expectations, and priorities. These conflicts, even if hidden from the public, may have played a big role in the breakdown of their relationship. And this wasn't the worst part. Being under constant public scrutiny adds another level of pressure. From the moment he and Jennifer started dating again, they were back in the spotlight, with every move being watched closely by the media and fans. At the end of the day, he and Jennifer are human, with their own weaknesses and insecurities. The pressure of public opinion and the expectations placed on them as a couple may have pushed their relationship to its breaking point. And this isn't all. They also have to balance their personal lives with demanding careers. Both are very successful, he as an actor and director, and she as a singer, actress, and businesswoman. But these busy careers often leave little room for a steady personal life. Behind the scenes, celebrity life tests personal relationships as Violet reveals more about her dad's struggles. The fragile heart of Hollywood's glamorous facade. The entertainment industry comes with tough schedules, frequent travel, and the need to stay relevant, all of which can make family life hard. Violet's comments about her dad's relationship hint that these career pressures may have been a factor in their rumored breakup. Even though he and Jennifer are committed to their careers, it might have been difficult for them to put in the time and effort their relationship needed. The demands of their jobs, combined with their responsibilities as a couple, likely created a strain that was hard to handle. It seems their professional success might have come at the expense of their personal happiness, adding yet another layer of difficulty to their relationship. Both he and Jennifer came into their new relationship with baggage from their past marriages. Each had been married before, and each had children from those marriages. These past experiences naturally shaped their new relationship, bringing both lessons learned and emotional challenges. His previous marriage to Jennifer Garner was especially in the public eye, and their separation was difficult for both of them. Despite this, he and Garner managed to maintain a friendly relationship, co-parenting their children and supporting each other publicly. But no matter how friendly exes might be, the involvement of an ex-spouse can still complicate any new relationship. She also brought her own history into their relationship, particularly her marriage to Mark Anthony. She and Anthony, who share 2 children, have kept a good relationship since their divorce. But even though both he and Jennifer have moved on from their past marriages, their ongoing interactions with their exes and the complexities of co-parenting added extra strain to their relationship. From Violet Affleck's perspective, these past relationships seem to have a bigger impact than many people realized. The leftover emotional baggage from their previous marriages, along with the responsibilities of co-parenting, created a challenging environment for him and Jennifer to build their own bond. This might have contributed to the problems that surfaced in their relationship, but that wasn't the hardest part. As rumors of a divorce between him and Jennifer began to circulate, fans started to wonder if their much-celebrated reunion was coming to an end. Their getting back together had been seen as a sign of hope, showing that true love can find its way back, even after years apart. However, Violet Affleck's insights suggest a more complicated story, one where their relationship was weighed down by past commitments and the pressure of living in the public eye. While many cheered for their success, it's important to remember that even Hollywood relationships have their challenges. Issues like the demands of fame, the difficulties of blending families, and the lingering effects of past relationships all played a part in the strain that eventually unraveled their love story. Despite their celebrity status, he and Jennifer faced obstacles that are familiar to many, proving that even the most famous couples are not immune to the usual trials of long-term relationships. The potential end of his and Jennifer's relationship is notable not just because of its effect on their fans, but also because it shows how even the most iconic relationships can struggle with real-life challenges. The age gap between generations in Hollywood is often easy to see when you look at couples like Ben Affleck and her. They remind many people of the early 2000s, a time when CDs were still popular, and everyone closely followed celebrity romances. When Ben and her first broke up in 2004, it showed how intense media attention could overwhelm even the strongest relationships. Fast forward to 2021, when they got back together, and it seemed like the world had changed. Social media had taken over from the old paparazzi, giving celebrities more control over their image. But the scrutiny didn't go away, it just changed. Now every glance and word between them was instantly analyzed and shared by countless fans, making their relationship a public spectacle, whether they liked it or not. The lines between celebrities' private lives and public entertainment start to blur, sparking new debates. The real impact of social media on celebrities. As rumors of their breakup spread, how we engaged with celebrity culture began to change too. We were no longer satisfied just reading about their relationships. People felt like they were part of the story, sharing their thoughts and opinions online. This blending of private lives into public entertainment raised important questions about celebrities' privacy rights versus the public's curiosity. Violet Affleck, Ben's daughter, spoke out, trying to shift the narrative and remind everyone that celebrities are more than just rumors and headlines. Children of famous people, like Violet, often get caught in the middle of this scrutiny, highlighting the need to think about where the line should be drawn between public interest and personal privacy. With their story in the spotlight, it's clear that social media has a huge impact on celebrity relationships. Platforms like Instagram and Twitter let celebrities interact directly with their fans, avoiding traditional media, but they also make it harder for them to have any real privacy. Every post and comment is examined closely, creating pressure to always seem perfect. While their reunion brought back fond memories of their early romance, the constant online attention also created stress, forcing them to maintain an ideal image at all times. Their every public appearance was picked apart, with people quickly jumping to conclusions about the state of their relationship. Social media can turn even small disagreements into big dramas, making problems seem much worse than they really are. For them, this meant that their highs were very high, but their lows could feel devastating. Violet's comments hinted that there might be a big difference between how their relationship looked in public and how it really was, showing the challenges social media creates for those in the spotlight. Rebuilding a relationship is hard enough without the added pressures of fame, media attention, and the memories of past problems. Both had changed a lot during their time apart, with other relationships and personal growth shaping who they were outside of their shared past. The public's interest in their reunion was filled with both nostalgia and hope for a happy ending. But rekindling an old relationship can also bring back old pain. And for them, these hurts, even if rarely mentioned, were still close to the surface. Living up to what the public expected based on their past added another layer of difficulty to their reconciliation, turning their private journey into something for everyone to talk about and speculate on. But this wasn't the toughest part. As their story continued, it became clear that the real challenge was figuring out how to be themselves in a world that constantly wanted them to be something else. Trying to give their relationship another shot, especially with so many people watching, must have been incredibly stressful. This becomes even more complicated when you think about bringing together two very public people whose lives had taken very different paths since they first got together. Ben had become a father, looking after 3 kids with Jennifer Garner, while Lopez was focused on her own family and her various business ventures. Trying to blend their personal lives while managing their careers must have pushed their emotional limits to the edge, as Violet Affleck's comments suggest. The real challenges in their relationship might have been much tougher than their fans imagined. Rumors of a breakup bring financial and emotional challenges into the spotlight. The celebrity wealth divide. If the rumors about them splitting up are true, the financial consequences could be massive. Both are among the wealthiest in Hollywood, with careers that have lasted for decades and earned them millions. Together, they own a lot of assets, including properties, businesses, and joint investments. High-profile breakups usually involve complicated financial deals, and for Jennifer, this could mean figuring out what happens to her businesses, like JLo Beauty and her fashion partnerships. Affleck, too, has made a lot of money from his work as an actor and director. On top of that, there are their shared charitable efforts, which could also come into play if they were to part ways. But this isn't just about money. While celebrity divorces often make big headlines, the real challenge is figuring out how to fairly divide huge fortunes when both people are already very wealthy. For them, this could mean not just splitting properties and business deals, but also making careful decisions about their children from previous marriages. Another important factor is how a public split might damage their images. A messy divorce could hurt their carefully maintained reputations. And that's not even the toughest part. With all the eyes on them, keeping their private lives private could be nearly impossible. Divorces involving so much money get a lot of attention, not only because of the personal pain, but also because of what happens to the money and assets. Discussions about their finances might be in the news for months, making their already public relationship even more complicated. And there's a less talked about, but equally important aspect, how this could impact the kids. Their 3 children, like Violet Affleck, have already been through one very public breakup. Now, if they split up, they could find themselves in the middle of another media storm. Violet's comments about her dad's relationship might be her way of trying to protect her family or clear up some of the gossip going around. When your parents are famous, you often get dragged into the spotlight, facing constant media attention and public discussion about your family life. In a blended family, things can get even more tricky. Ben's kids might have been getting used to having Jennifer as a stepmom, while Lopez's kids, Max and Emmy, were getting used to having Ben as a stepdad. But that's not the hardest part. Blending 2 families is always tough, and it's even harder when everyone is watching. The relationships between step-siblings, co-parents, and exes can create a lot of tension, especially in the public eye. It's important to remember that even though they are the most visible parts of their relationship, it's their children who feel the impact of these changes the most. A breakup, especially one that's as public as theirs could be, might seriously affect the children's emotional health as they try to adjust to a new family situation. Whether or not they decide to end their relationship, it has left a lasting impression on pop culture. Their story has become a symbol of both the glamour and the struggles of fame, full of highs and lows, breakups and makeups, all under the constant watch of a media that has followed and shaped their journey from the beginning. As the digital world watches, Ben and Jennifer's story unfolds, influenced by every click and comment. Shattered perceptions. The internet and social media now dominate the digital world, adding new layers of complexity to our daily lives. In this age, celebrity gossip websites, entertainment blogs, and social media influencers thrive by sharing the latest news about famous people. These influencers have a big impact, reaching millions of followers on platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Public opinion about Ben Affleck and Jennifer has changed dramatically. It's not just the traditional media that shapes their image anymore. Now anyone with a social media account can weigh in. This shift means stories about Ben and her are influenced by many different voices, fans, critics, and everyone in between. People can share their thoughts, create memes, and voice their opinions about the couple's relationship, leading to a fragmented picture where some are cheering them on while others are quick to criticize. Social media's role in shaping their public image might have even added strain to their relationship. When the media focuses so much on their every move, it can create a false narrative, turning their real-life bond into a fairy tale or a scandal. But often, it misses the truth. They're just two people with their own complexities, trying to make things work under a glaring spotlight. The press, always searching for drama, tends to highlight the negatives, making it difficult for Ben and her to escape public judgment. This constant pressure might have brought their relationship to a breaking point. One thing people often forget is the mental toll that fame can take on those who live in the spotlight. Being famous is hard enough, but when two celebrities come together, that stress can double. Ben Affleck and her aren't just celebrities. They are megastars with long careers and huge fan bases. While they might look like the perfect couple to the outside world, things might be different behind closed doors. The constant media attention and the unrealistic expectations placed on them can cause a lot of emotional stress. Their relationship has always been under the microscope, which can lead to feelings of anxiety, self-doubt, and even inadequacy. They are not only trying to maintain their bond with each other, but also manage how they are seen by the public. For Affleck, who has openly discussed his struggles with addiction and mental health, this public pressure could be even more overwhelming. But that's not even the hardest part. People often expect celebrities to be perfect, just like the flawless images they see in the media. When reality doesn't match these expectations, the backlash can hurt their relationship. She, known for her dedication and drive, has to juggle many roles: actress, singer, businesswoman, and mother, all while being in a high-profile relationship. It's a lot to handle. The stress doesn't just affect them as individuals, it also takes a toll on their relationship. Trying to maintain a perfect public image can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts, adding even more pressure. But there's more to it than just public perception. Their daily lives, filled with demanding schedules and personal struggles, are far more complex than what we see on the surface. Do you think maintaining a perfect image is worth the personal toll? Like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more.